青すぎる空の下で
Honestly, I feel like most people would just say, I feel like most would just say this lighting is terrible, I'm gonna film another time. But I kind of like this. Also, I like the sun on my face. Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad on the eyes for everybody. Anyways, hello, hi, welcome, or welcome back to the Katsukai channel. I may talk about this at some other point in this vlog. I'm still figuring out kind of where I want to splice clips together, but I think I'm gonna rebrand this channel here to your local otaku antique shop. You can find all kinds of things on this channel. That's gonna be what I will call this channel, your local otaku antique shop. It's just an antique shop. I hope you find what you were looking for today. So, you probably saw in clips already, but I have started reading James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. I want to make it through him and James Baldwin and Toni Morrison are two authors I really want to read their backlog. So I'm starting with this because honestly I was really intimidated by James Baldwin, and it's gonna probably take me some time to get through this because this writing is very dense, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just there's so much packed in to so little. Even with his other longer works too, I feel like there's just so much in there, and there's so much you can take away from it, right? Like it's funny that I bring him up, especially now with everything going on. But Kendrick Lamar, right? Even before all this stuff, before the Pulitzer Prize, before all that stuff, one of my favorite albums is To Pimp a Butterfly. That's his, I think, is it second studio album? Because I think it was after Good Kid, Mad City. Anyway, point is, there is so much in there. I remember saying at the time, I was like, his music should be studied. And look at where we are now. But anyways, point is, sorry, I feel like my dog just farted. I know he farted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So let me just read. I'm just going to read the opening, okay? Just let me read it real quick. I stand at the window of this great house in the south of France as night falls, the night which is leading me to the most terrible morning of my life. I have a drink in my hand, there's a bottle at my elbow. I watch my reflection in the darkening gleam of the window pane. My reflection is tall, perhaps rather like an arrow. My blonde hair gleams. My face is like a face you have seen many times. My ancestors conquered a continent, pushing across death-laden plains until they came to an ocean which faced away from Europe into a darker past. Your faves could never. I spent like at least 10 minutes here. At least 10 minutes. And what was crazy about this too is I didn't know this before getting into it. The main character in this is a white male, okay? Which was probably really dumb and shallow, short-sighted of me to think, oh, okay, black male author, black male main character, right? So, and I remember I read the back, and it's kind of mentions in here too that was pretty controversial for the time, that he wrote a book with the main character being a white man, which is very bold of some people to say, because other characters have been written by certain looking people for a long time, but we don't have to go there. Also too, while we're here, I started a second channel. It's called Kudzu Cozy, where I'll do like, my plan for that channel is to kind of be an extension of this one, but really focusing more on longer form content. And I did do this, my first video. I think by the time this is up, it should be up already, but I did do like a read with me for this. So if you're interested in just some chill background music and also me reading this, go ahead and check that out. Well, I think I'll be done with it by the time I close out this vlog. Absolutely not. But did want to chat about that as we open up this vlog. And also I have my Kindle here as well. I started reading Mars. This is a manga, by the way. Here you can probably see a little bit of that. But this is not what I thought it was, which is not a bad thing. I'm only 8% in, which is essentially in manga terms, like you're still in the prologue. But yeah, I guess this is like a shoujo. I honestly, probably because, once again, being shallow, short-minded, or short-sighted, I thought, okay, title Mars, space exploration. This is not what this is. This is like a shoujo. Okay, I still need to get a little bit further into it. This could be possibly something I do finish by the time I wrap up this vlog. But did want to talk about that as well and how that threw me off. Because Mars, from what I understand, in terms of collecting it physically, it's kind of tough. At least every time I've seen it in a collection video or in like a shelf tour, people are like, well, I didn't pay an outrageous price for this, or these are hard to find. I'm still looking for volume 4 or whatever the hell. But if you have Kindle Unlimited, Mars is on there. Yeah, so we'll see what makes it into this vlog. We'll see even if this makes it into this vlog, because I go back and forth as I look at myself in this lighting, if this works. That's our intro. Hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to stay around in the antique shop, and I'll see you all in the next clip. Okay. I'm realizing I'm not looking as busted as I thought I was gonna look. Like, I thought I was gonna like look at myself and be like, is that me or Schmeagol? Speaking of Schmeagol, I feel like I look like Schmeargle. Jump scare. You know what? I think this is fine. This is the biggest bag I've had in a minute, and it feels good because this bag is a bag with intention. So get the miscellaneous stuff out the way. First, we have some A5 grid pages. I don't know if the video will be up, but another hobby of mine is very much K-pop and K-pop journaling, photo card collecting. And I thought I would add in some pages like this into my A5 binders to like make them more fun. And then this is peak, okay? This is fucking peak. If you nano block, you need this. I didn't realize this was a thing, and I love nano blocks, but the base, I would lose my mind. So I got one of these little bases for starting nano blocks because no. And with that, I got this little sushi one. I really want the ramen one. I really want that one, but also sushi. As I've grown up, in addition to me growing up, my palate has grown up as well. I've come to really love sushi as I got older. I used to like not care for it when I was younger, but the rest of this is manga and manhwa. First, what I'm really, really excited about. I don't know if it will be backwards for y'all. Sorry. But it's Fangs Volume 3. I haven't opened any of these yet because I just went, because you only see clips from one time that I went because it was at night, which is when I prefer to go to Kinokuniya, like at night, because no one else is there and I'm an introvert. But Fangs Volume 3. I didn't know this was going to be out so soon. I have been waiting 2, probably 3 years for Fangs, so Fangs Volume 3. I am so behind on this next series that I'm like 3 volumes behind. I did not know I was this far behind because I know one of the volumes, I feel like the release date got pushed back. So I kind of like fell off of it for a while and I was going on my ban. But Titan's Bride, this is volume 5. I need volume 4, which seems to be very elusive at this time. But here's volume 5 and bitch, there's an egg. So I'm very far behind with this series. But yeah, so I need volume 4 and volume 6. I think volume 6 is on Crunchyroll. I will probably be reading volume 4 maybe digitally. Who knows? Because continuing on this channel, with my next few videos, I have no idea what order this will be in, because it's not that serious. That's how I'm kind of proceeding with this channel. Like, it's not that serious. I just am someone who likes to talk about nerdy things. So anyways, back to the manga. So this next one also BL as well. This is a Sublime title. I remember when I first was getting into specifically Sublime BL, I really wanted to read this one, but that was kind of during the like 2022 manga year where you couldn't find shit anywhere. But Honey Darling, it's a one-shot. I just love this color, but I've been interested in reading this one for a while now. It's one of the like more classic titles, I would say, kind of like Awkward Silence, Punch Up. So kind of like a little bit older, as you can tell kind of by the art style. Yeah. So it's a bit older and I want to read more of like the classic BLs. And I just decided to pick it up since I'm going to be dropping a bit of my collection. Yeah, like just getting rid of things I'm just not going to read or I'm not going to reread. But I do want to add things like this to my collection because this is something I would probably reread potentially, but I think I would enjoy it. So this next one, that was very violent. Talked about this series, I think, on the channel before. Like, this is a must read if you are a BL Shonen Ai fan. Here You Are Volume 2. I did not know Volume 2 was out. Oh, y'all. Stickers? Like, so I was at Kinokuniya. I was like in the aisles and I was like trying to figure out which I'll get to, like for one of the manga I picked up, like where the fuck I was. Like, I don't want to repurchase something. All that to say, one of the employees came up to me and was like, hey, by the way, you get a sticker with this. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I thought you had to order specifically from Aloha Comics, which is the publisher. And she was like, yeah, it usually, like, sometimes they put it like between the shrink wrap and the cover, but, you know, it should be tucked nicely in there. So, like, it will be, like, a good sticker. Like, sticker to me gives die cut. Like when you say sticker, I'm thinking like for example, this S Coops. I'm thinking this. This is the sticker sheet, y'all. Wow. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, even the Here You Are is a sticker. Look at Li Huan. Li Huan is probably one of my favorite BL MCs. Like Li Huan, you just have to read it. All right, we're switching gears here to shonen, but we have Slam Dunk Volume 26. I love this cover. This cover and Volume 31's cover, some of my favorites, but I do intend to read Slam Dunk this year, so I'm making an effort to get the rest of the series. I think I need 23 through 31, of course. So mind you, why this Kinokuniya haul is kind of big is because they had their member sale where everything is 20% off. So I decided to pick up some Slam Dunk volumes. So I saw, of course, there are some available on Crunchyroll, which is where I will get my best price because already the discount plus me being a member. Quick aside, a lot of Crunchyroll shit has been in back order. So is that like a thing? Anyways, this was in back order on the site. So I thought, just get it now. But yeah, I got volume 26. I think I can find the rest of them on the site. More basketball. We have Real. So this is the first volume. Oh, I read the first volume or first two. I can't remember. You can probably correct me in one of my videos, but here's Real. It is now in all 15 volumes are like available. I've seen them all in Kinokuniya. They all exist. I've seen it with my 2 eyes. How I felt seeing that, by the way, like all of these volumes in one place was like how I felt when I first saw a PS5. I had never, like the PS5, I can't remember when it came out, but I swear I didn't see a PS5 like in person until like 2 years after it came out. Fucking crazy. But I have the first volume here. I also have the excuse me, but I also have volumes 2 and 3 because I saw on Crunchyroll as well that they only have, I think, 10 through 14. So I'll probably be getting 10 through 14 there, but I'll probably find more financially friendly ways of collecting this series because this series is now like $17 a volume. I swear when I thought 15 was insane, that seems like a steal now these days, but yeah. So I have the first, oops, I just hit y'all, my bad. The first 3 volumes of Real, because this year I do want to read a lot of Takahiko Inoue, so I want to read Slam Dunk, Real, as well as Vagabond. Vagabond will probably be a digital venture though. So probably over the only thing I'll be hauling, to be honest with you, is going to be some Slam Dunk, Real, and some BL volumes here and there. I don't think there's anything else I'm really interested in. Anyways, that's our haul. Always recommend going to Kinokuniya, especially if you go to one in an area that is like highly populated. Like, go at night. Trust me. I think they close at 8. Go at like 6:30. Trust me. You feel like you have the whole story to yourself and not feel like there's someone breathing over your shoulder because they need to get to that 5th volume of Yarchin Bitch Club. Anyways, I'm gonna put these away. That is our haul.
Call me now for a free reading and find out the truth.
Okay, I thought it would be fun to add in this vlog some K-pop mail. So I have 4 trades to open here. Start with this one, with this cute, like, Seonghwa. Let's see. Says, thank you so much for trading. I hope Yuno arrives quickly and safely. Please let me know when he does. Oh, I forgot about this Yuno. This is the vinyl exclusive one. Hey Kudzu, thank you so much for trading with me. Hope Mingy arrives safely. Let me know when he does. This is also Golden Hour Part 2. I'm pretty sure this is the last Mingy I need for his like standard album PCs. Alright. Thank you so much for trading. I hope this gets to you safely. Please let me know when you get this. I forgot. This is Got 7 Winter Heptagon. This is Jackson Wang's Apple Music Pop. I believe I traded Jinyun, which part of me is like, oh, I should have kept that Jinyun because Jinyun's kind of wrecking this era. Alright, thank you for trading with me. Please let me know when DK arrives. I already see a cute freebie. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is my final DK I needed. This is Busaksun's Teleparty Comeback. And if you don't know, in 17, DK is my ult, so I collect most things DK. This is really cute. It's very, very hollow. See, this is why I love trading. I love the freebies. I will keep all these because I have to post proof, but wasn't that fun? So, what I have here is some shrimp rice paper dim sum. I was fascinated by this recipe. I kept seeing it on, I'm Chugi, so I didn't see it on TikTok. I saw it on Instagram. And I was like, this seems like this would be really, really good. And they weren't lying. So I was gonna refilm because I realized the mistakes I made. That first attempt, that was my first attempt doing it. But I was gonna refilm and pretend like, oh my gosh, I made everything perfectly. Sorry. I made everything perfectly the first time, and that's not how things go, especially for me with cooking. It usually takes me a try or two to get a recipe like right. I just thought I would talk about the mistakes I made. So I didn't realize those were extra thin rice paper wrappers. So instead of one wrap, I double wrapped them, okay? Also, parchment paper without any oil, not a good idea. So I lost half of the dim sum on the damn parchment paper. Put on a plate. Ooh, this is a good one. Look at that shot. Look at that. Look, right here. The shrimp's still swimming, yeah? It's raw. This will take us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed this cozy otaku vlog. Hope you all enjoyed. It's kind of more a chill vlog, not really doing much, which is fine. You don't always have to have some kind of adventure. Ooh, one thing. Ooh, I was gonna end it there. Hold on. I want to talk about this, okay? Pokemon Legends. Is it Z to A? Yes, it's Z to A, right? What are y'all's thoughts? Here's my thoughts. This is how we're gonna end the video. Scratch that. If you don't care about Pokemon, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in a new video very, very soon. Now, if you like Pokemon, stay here, okay? Because we need to talk about Legends Z to A. Because I have thoughts, okay? Okay, first thing I want to say, I have to keep in mind that this is not a main series game. What I'm really excited about is Mega Evolution. I'm one of those Mega Evolution stans. I'm probably the only person who thinks that, but Mega Evolution was the best like special ability thing that they've ever done, okay? It was dope. The designs, whoever did those Mega Evolution designs, 8. Even the dude who just had one assignment to take the little Joey outside of Kangaskhan, 8, okay? I hope they paid him enough, him or her, them, enough to never have to work again, because they ate on those designs, okay? And I also like how it differs from Legends Arceus in the sense that Arceus is kind of prehistoric, right? And I think Z to A is not post-apocalyptic, but it's in the future. Cool how it's more of a city feel, because yes, Pokemon takes place, it's usually based off of cities, of course, and there's always that city town, you know what I mean? Like in X and Y example, Lumio City was the city town. And I like how they brought that element, like at night, right? That's when trainers come out. And that's when when trainers lock eyes with you, you battle, whatever. There's that. But, child, these starters are not it, okay? You're telling me y'all got together, all y'all at Pokemon, at the Pokemon headquarters, said, yeah, Tepig, Totodile, Chikorita. And y'all looked at each other in the eyes and said, yep, that's it. You're telling me you couldn't throw Piplup in that shit? I don't know if they have a goal of people to use those starters more, because when you ask people their favorite starter, all the starters they've used in the Legend series are typically not mentioned. They mention Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or Charmander because those are givens, those are classics, right? I say Piplup or any 4th gen starter. You never hear people go, oh, Chikorita. Oh yeah, my favorite starter is Cyndaquil. Oh, my favorite starter is Oshawott. They don't ever say that. So it's almost like they're trying to be like, you know what? Because y'all think these dudes are uncool, we're gonna make them cool. It's like, no, throw Torchic in there. Part of me just wants to pick a starter to get through the story, which you have to, right? And then dump that bitch right in the PC. No shade, right? I'll most likely pick Tepig, because I like Embor's design. Snivy would have been perfect, actually. Just for, like, the vibe. Like, I feel like for the starters, in Legends Arceus, even though I only cared about Rowlet because that's my favorite 7th gen starter is Rowlet. In Decidueye, get out of here, okay? But I feel like the aesthetic of those starters matched the aesthetic of the game, right? What the fuck is Embor's big ass doing in a city? No shade to Embor. If I'm thinking of my ideal starters for this, right? I would have picked Piplup, Snivy, Litten. That's what I would have picked. I feel like those 3 would have been perfect. Come on, Superior for like some top CEO or some shit. Cause I'm just thinking like city development. I can just imagine some like slimy, dirty Jeff Bezos, like evil team boss dude with the Superior. Pokemon for the, all right. You know what? Okay, I've been filming for 30 minutes. I'm gonna relax. So, for those of you still here, it's the end of the video. I think I mentioned the second channel already in this vlog, but probably would do like some cozy long play or something like that of that game when it comes out. But what are you all's thoughts on the new Pokemon game coming out? I feel like we've been hearing about this game for years and now like we actually see what the hell it looks like. Other than that, thank you for coming in to your local otaku antique shop or the Kadzukai channel. I hope you found everything okay. Hope you return and I will see you again in a new video very, very soon. Bye.